guys, I'm Rabea.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Sound Like on Andertons TV. Hi Matt.
Hi Rabea.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I'm good too.
Good.
Do you know what? I've been really feeling recently like I just need to fly away and sound like Lenny Kravitz. I'll see myself out.
Right, basically we're going to sound like Lenny Kravitz. We've not done this before. This is without busting the bank. So we have £1,500 to play with. That is all. So let's do. So we need...
Well, we could have a choice really. Lenny Kravitz has used V's famously and also Les Pauls.
Yes.
Oh, he's a Gibson guy.
He's a Gibson guy, but these are what I most associate with him personally.
Yeah, I've seen one already. If you wait right there.
It might not be the one, but it's a one.
Everyone remembers the White Falcon, right?
Yeah.
Rob and Lee did a special rendition over the White Falcon.
That was a very good video.
Yeah. This, I'm not sure this will work. However, something like this would be great.
Something in the same vein, i.e. the same shape.
Yes, the same vein. I'm also not sure this is quite Lenny Kravitz inspired. I mean, I don't know him to be an axe-wielding maniac, but this could work.
So we found this one, third time lucky. Well, it's not so lucky, but it's definitely more in the realm.
It's £1,000 quid.
But it's £1,000.
Yeah, we need something roughly at the maximum $750 at the very top of our budget.
I think so. And this is like kind of looking more classic V rather than metal V.
I really wonder if we might have to use the White Falcon. I'd be amazed if that's what we end up using.
Let's just see what else there is in store.
So I reckon we go to the Les Paul side of things. And I really like Les Paul Customs in general.
They are very nice.
And obviously Epiphone do a Les Paul Custom, which is here.
Pro.
This is the Les Paul Custom Pro. It's $549, and which is a great price. It's got Pro Bookers in it by Epiphone, the vintage outputs, and the thing with Kravitz's tone is it's all like vintage tunes, isn't it? It's very vintagey sounding.
Well, vintage Pro Bookers should get us close.
Yeah,
you hope.
Coil splits.
Cool.
As you do. I don't know, £550. I reckon that's a good bargain.
All right. So we need an amplifier.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Kravitz has been seen using AC30s, Fender Twins, Fender Princetons, all of the above. Even like an old school Gibson Fender Blues Junior type looking amplifier that I found.
Right.
A bit of everything.
A bit of a lot of amps.
AC30s probably.
So therefore we could go for the AC15.
AC15s are great.
We've used it before many times.
And they also do two different versions. You've got the greenback and you've got the Alnico Blue.
Yes.
And I think
greenback's more expensive.
No, greenback is actually more affordable. It's the Alnico Blue that's more expensive.
Right around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because an Alnico Blue speaker on its own is 150 booners.
So therefore, we have a £550 guitar. We might be able to afford the Alnico Blue.
We might be able to, but there's a couple of pedals we need, and he's got expensive tastes.
He does. Let's go and find some pedals. Alright.
We have the gear.
We do. We have our Epiphone Les Paul.
That's the Les Paul Custom. We got a full tone MOSFET 2 overdrive. Well, actually, it's the full drive 2 MOSFET.
Yes.
Whichever way around you want to call it. And then we thought we'd give this a try. This is the Echoplex Preamp.
We used that for
Jimmy Page.
It
had that because it worked really well with the Les Paul, and it gave it that slightly vintage bite about it. I don't really know how to describe it.
I don't.
But if we put all that with an AC15,
I think with an AC15, this should all sound pretty good.
Let's fly away and try it out.
Bye. We're back in the video room.
We are back in the video room.
Yes, in this magical mystery quest to sound like
Leonard Kravitz.
Leonard Kravitz, Big Len.
In all seriousness, though, he is a great artist. He's got some real attitude.
Yes, I've never really actually been sold on Lenny Kravitz. I said that before we started making this video. However, now I have much more respect and like him much more and will listen to him more.
That's what happened to me with a few of the bands that we've done.
It does, it happens. I think when you submerge yourself into it and then start listening to everything, lots and lots and lots, yeah, it gets good.
But the rig itself was pretty straightforward. We did a bit of digging online and it's kind of like, it seems to make sense.
Yeah, and
but
I think
trying it
sounded like it made sense.
It did.
Yes, lots of things made sense. Everything fell into place.
Before we get going though, we should point out Matt was playing some rhythm guitars.
I was.
And it's worth saying what you were playing.
I have this, I think it's a 1994 Gibson Les Paul Classic.
Stunning.
I own one of these, but it's much newer. But this one particularly is very, very, very nice.
Yeah, it is. Belongs to Mr. Pete Honore.
You can always tell because they've got the uncovered pickups. But yeah, it's a really, really nice guitar, and that's running into the Fender Bass-Breaker.
My rig.
Yes.
My riggeth.
What about your guitar?
I'm really chuffed with this rig actually. So starting with the guitar, this is a Epiphone Les Paul.
And we've seen these before in this. It's a custom, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, it's a Les Paul custom made by Epiphone. So if it was Gibson, it'd look pretty much identical, except it'd say Gibson on the headstock.
And be a different headstock.
Yeah, and made in a different place. But who's checking all the tabs?
Who's counting?
Anyway, it's got Epiphone Pro buckers in it. Which have got like a vintage output wind to them. It also has coil splits and a couple of different wiring options. But I don't know, the vintage output bit caught my attention and I think it probably helps. And it did, in fact. But going straight out of that, we got the old full tone, full drive 2, MOSFET 2.
Which apparently he is a user of, which is why we chose it.
On-off pedal on one side, then a boost on the other side. You can dial in how much you want, and there's a few different switches for sort of tone cuts and different types of response and that kind of thing. So I've just been playing with it till I found something that worked. Out of that into the Echoplex Preamp,
which we've used before for Mr. James Page, Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin.
We did that both on By Busting and
we did, and that was a while ago now. But to be honest, having got the pedal again, cranked it up to full, turned it on, it does so much.
It really does.
It's really good.
It gives you that vintage vibe.
Yeah, but it also gives you loads to play with. Literally, when you're playing, it's like it's sitting there supporting you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm sat on a little Echoplex.
Here you are.
So the amplifier is the Vox AC15, and this is the greenback model because
It's the greenback.
The blue Alnico Blue is an extra £200.
Yeah, this is about 600 quid, and as Beer said, Alnico Blue 800, which is way past our bedtime.
Yeah, brilliant. So I'm running that into the normal input. So it's literally, you've got top cut and volume, so that's it. So let me give you the guitar and the amplifier on its own. So there's a little bit of bite coming from it because I think humbuckers.
Yeah.
As soon as you hit the Echoplex on though,
it changes everything.
it's way straight in there with the.
Yeah, way more spangly.
Yeah, but it's
fuller.
Yeah,
I think
it is. So that's what the Echoplex does. And what I should probably do is show you what the full tone does on its own too. So this is without, and this is with. And that, on its own, it's a nice sound, but as soon as you put the Echoplex after it,
it's a different ball game.
Yeah, it
totally
brings it to life.
Did you use the? It's got, because I've noticed it's got a boost in it.
It does. I used the boost literally for lead. So. I could have kept that going all day.
That's great.
It is.
Yes.
I mean, that is the rig. I mean, when we realised we were on the money was things like when we did... I was like, okay, that's really close.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and just generally the kind of pick attack that it provides. Yeah, not the cheapest of pedals, to be fair. I mean, the MOSFET 2 full tone pedal is about 159.
160 quid. Yeah, it's not, which isn't too bad considering how good it sounds.
No,
I don't think. And if you're thinking about the fact you get a boost in it as well as the drive,
yeah,
it's kind of like a turn one.
It's like a dual channel shindig.
Yes, shin dogs.
But that's the rig. It's simple but effective. I would recommend this rig.
I think anyone, I can't even think of genre-wise,
well,
but
if you like Les Pauls
if you
and
like
rock.
Les Paul, yeah, and like big chords and
Yeah, if you like a good bit of funky rock, hard rock, riff rock, bluesy rock, I think this will sort you out.
Yeah.
It definitely has both the vintage and the saturated tones that you'd look for in that era, like the 70s and 80s kind of.
Oh, but it's
rock and
like,
roll
it feels
era.
like it's giving you something. It's not. I hope that comes across. It's not like a kind of a thin vintagey kind of
I hope not,
old school sound. It's quite powerful. Basically, that's a rig.
That is the rig to sound like Lenny Kravitz. Leonard Kravitz.
Yes. I hope you liked it. I hoped you liked everything about it. I think we liked it.
I liked everything about it too.
Let us know if you'd like to see us sound like anyone else in the world ever.
And please leave your comments in the comment section below, and links to all this stuff will be in the description box.
Yes, that leaves us with one more thing to say.
What's that?
I've been Matt.
I've been Rabea.
And this has been Sound Like on Andertons TV.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.